As Matt and his father sit around the fire, after a long, hard day working on the fields, his father brings up that he must be traveling soon to pick up the rest of the family. Matthew is worried but has confidence in his father will return soon. Matt's father explains to him that he is in charge of the cabins and that there's many responsibilities that Matt has to take care of while he's gone. But his father trusts in Matt, and he knows that his son will fulfill all the responsibilities.
That's me.
Matthew and his father hug as Matt's father leaves the next morning. 3. Matthew's father starts to make his long journey. A treacherous, perilous journey to pick up the rest of the family. And soon, Matthew will be on his own. Matt finishes chores and into the evening. He works very hard each day waiting on his father's return. But Matt is tired and worries about his father. But he's happy that soon he'll see his family. Matt works hard in the fields, tending to the crops each day. Matthew longs for the day that his family returns, so they can all be one again. Matthew's been hunting all day, but hasn't found a single thing yet. And then he spotted a friendly squirrel. Matthew sneaks up on it. Ready? He sneaks. And then he takes his kill shot. Matthew is sleeping hard after a hard day's work, but he does not know as lollipops and candy dids go through his head. Someone's eating his lollipops and candy dids. It is a stranger in the dark, and he is eating Matthew's food. Oh no. It looks like Matt forgot to close the door, and now a big bear has broken into his hut and has destroyed his home. Oh no, the bear's coming out. Ah! Matthew was craving something sweet. He searched the woods all day long, and then he found honey in a tree. But Matthew did not know that the hive was full of bees. And the bees came swarming down to attack Matthew as he fell from the ground. Oh no. Run, Matthew, run! Bees are all around you. And Matthew ran for his life. Matthew took a plunge into the river running for his life from the bees. He is washed up on shore. He starts to come awake.
What happened? This isn't how the story.
How? How did you fall in the river? As Matthew lay along the riverbank, a Native American came to his rescue. Atini was his name. He helped Matthew back to his home, to where he could get dry and bandaged up. Matthew awakes, feeling much better thanks to Atini, as he finds Atini cooking the morning breakfast. As Matthew sits on a stump, reading A teenie comes over, curious by what Matthew is looking at.
What is that you're reading?
The book is called Smile. It's a very good book. Do you know how to read?
No.
Do you want me to teach you?
You can read to me.
Okay, I'll read some of it to you. So, Brianna just wants to be a normal 6th grader, but one night after Girl Scouts, she trips and falls. Several injuries.
After many weeks, the teenie was curious on how to read, and Matthew found the time to teach his new friend. 3. As Matthew and Athena was reading, a ferocious bear came by, and the two attacked it together, defending their homestead. It was the fiercest battle, but the bear would lose in the end. 3. After the bear died, the two did the happy dance around the dead bear's body. Athene asked Matthew to come to his village and meet his people. Matthew was very excited to find out where his new friend lived and how his people lived. The two journeyed through the woods together. They've talked about their families and the differences between both of them. But it was the differences that the two found that bonded their new friendship. Matthew and Athena have finally arrived at their village, where several people have celebrated the return of the two. Matthew and Athena! Oh! Welcome home! It was a great celebration.
It's a party!
It's been several weeks. Matthew's father has not returned with his family, with his other sisters and mother. Matthew has come concerned. His friend Athene has asked him to join his tribe if his family does not return. Many things weigh heavily on Matthew's mind tonight. Many things. Athenius came back to Matthew's house with some terrible news. Athena explains that his grandma does not like the white man, and that Matthew is not welcome in this tribe. Matthew's feelings are very hurt. With his father still not home yet with the rest of his family, Matthew fears he'll be alone. Alone. As Matthew was wandering in the woods, he found Athenian's dog trapped, but he was able to set him free. And look how happy Athenian's dog is now that Matthew was able to set him free. And now he runs and dances through the woods. Matthew goes out to search the woods for a spirit, and he has found it, but it is so fast and so elusive it takes Matthew a long time to find it and talk to it. Matthew chases it for a long time, but finally catches the spirit. Athenian and Matthew went their separate ways. Matthew gave Athenian his father's watch, and Matthew received Athenian's favorite dog. The months went by, and Matthew's family finally returned. Late in December, Matthew's father and family came home finally. Matthew was very happy. But the family was sad to hear that the little baby had passed away. But they would celebrate Christmas that year since Matthew's mother insisted on having the holidays and celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. Matthew gave thanks that year to Athena, who became his friend and his loyal dog,
Farris.
Farris.